I'm a little bit leftist, so always when I'm thinking about, first thing which crosses my mind is a revolution. So I entitled it a revolution because many things happen in mobility. Who are we? I'm taking care of a number of companies which you could say employ almost 100 people in 3 countries. Last year we did 12 million euros. And we have working entities in Romania, Italy, and Poland. We have many clients, all related to mobility. And below you can see some brands we currently take care of. The most known is maybe SafeFleet, which is a telematics platform. Obu1 is a brand related to tolling. I mean, if you don't know what's tolling, it's taking money from trucks when they use the highway. T-Park is an app to take people's money when they park. And Electrico is a network of electric charging for vehicles. Things in mobility are now quite bad. I mean, we have to fight everyday congestion. I wonder how you came here, by a scooter, by foot, or by car. There is practically nowhere to park in our city. Pollution is very high. I think Brașov and Bucharest are almost at the level of infringement from the European Commission because the levels of particles is so high. And of course, we spend a lot of money for our transportation. Okay, what is to be disrupted? My presentation was intended more for maybe the hackers who will be active very soon. And what is to be disrupted? The big utilities, you will see why. I mean, it's very difficult nowadays to get a connection to the electrical grid. It's very expensive and it takes a lot of time. A lot of big companies are trying to push you away from some businesses. And simply, in some use cases, you cannot progress, do your job. Of course, if you use technology, you can lower a lot the entry barriers. Think about Airbnb. They didn't have to invest heavily in hotels, but still they are doing a great business. And with new business models, you can double-cross regulation in some cases. Of course, today is a black day for technology, because my son, Adam, just told me that as of today, you cannot use any more Uber or Taxify in our city. I hope it's only a temporary situation. So what are the mega trends I think are applicable for a revolution in mobility platforms? Of course, shared economy. Also, the investors love any application about shared economy because it unchains big resources which are underutilized. Peer-to-peer relations, and environment is a great concern. We have to take care of the environment. Currently we are destroying it. Look at the climate, look at the glaciers melting. So what verticals I think are very hot, and I don't see at hackathons many applications trying to do something in those verticals. Of course, car sharing is hot, but of course we have also car sharing without buying cars, car sharing your personal car, peer-to-peer car sharing. Ourselves want to get involved in automated rent-a-car. For example, maybe many of you travel to Italy. It's my favorite destination for holidays. It takes me 1 hour to land in Bari or in Catania in Sicily, and then I have to wait at least 2 hours until I get the keys of my rented car. So I think this is very bad and can be disrupted. Just to go with an app to your car and start driving. Scooter sharing, Timisoara is recently blessed with a new scooter sharing from a Romanian company, E200. Maybe you know, the students are using it already. We have some ideas, and many other companies have ideas about parking, sharing your private parking or your garage. Of course, possibilities to charge your electric car can be shared. And regarding electricity, there is a new law in Romania granting you subsidy, 20,000 lei, to put photovoltaic panels on your house. And I think there are possibilities to sell peer-to-peer that energy you generate, especially in the summer. Position sharing, we currently make some money from sharing the position of the trucks with the Hungarian Highway Authority, because they use that position in order to tax the truckers. I can imagine also other use cases. Driver sharing, you know, when you get drunk, you need a taxi with 2 drivers. Apartment sharing, of course. Interesting thing, maybe not related to mobility, but it's a problem we have in the office. We have a lot of office space, I know from the rent I pay. But when it comes to conference room or desks for the new employees, we never have enough space. But if you stroll through the building, you see a lot of empty offices. So hot desking is an issue. I don't know if in your organizations it is used a lot or not. I know co-working is an answer for that. But we are currently looking for an application for hot desking, not in a co-work space, but in a dedicated office space. What's very interesting, Amazon started some deliveries directly to the trunk of your car. It's a big problem, especially with the new skyscrapers, maybe in Openville. Young people order a lot of things over the internet, and they are not allowed anymore to get the parcels at work because it would cause big problems, too many parcels for only a receptionist. And at least in Northern America, Amazon started a program to deliver parcels to the trunk of your car in your parking. Our company is technically able, and we can advise anybody who wants to do the same, to offer an API to open up your trunk. Of course, for certain cars, and if the cars don't have that possibility, you can retrofit the car with some small telematic device to do that. And of course, again, about photovoltaics, this time we have in mind photovoltaics for charging your car. So I wanted to show you that we currently developed such solutions. So this should encourage you to try to do the same. I will see if I can start this video. Magic. I hope the sound is also...
Peter spends 62 hours per year trying to find a parking spot, as well as the rest of 1.5 million drivers in Berlin. Mr. Parker, a restaurant manager with his own parking lot, is thinking about increasing his monthly income by registering his parking on the 2Park app. You already own a parking? Register it on the 2Park app and let our team handle the rest. Easily choose the parking schedule, the pricing and the number of available spots. How does it work? Register your parking. We manage the barrier integration with the 2Park app and you're good to go. We offer our expertise regarding the recommended price, taking into consideration the traffic, the time slots and other parkings in the area. Drivers get to your parking in just seconds with the 2Park app. Verify the parked cars, grant free access or revoke access. See how much you've earned straight from the app's reports. Stay adapted to the market, any change at your fingertips at any time. Money is transferred to your account monthly, no time or resources invested. Mr. Parker has a passive income, no effort, no investments. Be smart. Be Mr. Parker. Register your parking now.
So this application is already ready to be released, and I strongly encourage you to do something related to parking, because it's you can monetize very easily. So the second application is about it's a movie about a workshop we had in Păltiniș this winter, and is related to our activities for the charging network. The text, "Be a kind juicer," comes from the scooter sharing industry. A juicer is a person who charges scooters, but you can also charge vehicles. So this was intended to show you that electrical vehicles are very fashionable, and they are already a fact. I mean, we employ a fleet of 12 vehicles, I think now, and we intend to have only electric vehicles in the future. So there are a lot of solutions outside, I mean, in the big world, very interesting, and they are relatively less known in our country. For example, sharing cars, but your own cars. There are three solutions which I know. The last two of them recently merged. So one is called Turo. You can rent your car to third parties. It's not yet actively active in Romania. And Drivey. Drivey was a startup purchased by GetAround relatively recently. I think it was at least 200 million US dollars. Drivey is a startup from, or scale up, better said, from France. BlaBlaCar, I think you know and you use. Share and Charge is a very interesting platform for sharing and charging electric vehicles based on blockchain. It's based in Berlin. I used myself the platform Spark, which is for sharing only electric cars. It has been developed in Estonia or Lithuania, I don't know. I've used it in Vilnius and in Sofia, and I think they want to come to Bucharest as well. Very interesting discussion about scooter sharing. It seems locals do not like so much Lime or other American-based scooter sharing platforms, there is this sentiment that why should an American company come to Timisoara rent us scooters? We also can have scooters, we also can make the software. There was an article in New York Times, I think, about how these platforms should be localized and involve also local communities. So the ethic scooter sharing platform should be branded locally. Capital for the scooters should come from the local community. Maybe only the platform should be global. So Joyride City is such a platform. You can localize in a certain city, label it locally. And of course, local developers could make other platforms for sharing scooters, bikes, and cars. This last line, it's a platform developed by the company in Craiova, E200, who also makes scooters, and which is used by Polytechnica, by the students in Timisoara. So this is very nice. I still don't like it so much because it's not free flowing. So it has some places where you must charge the scooters. And I think the future is for the free flowing sharing. There are more solutions I can recommend. Of course, maybe they are not necessarily about mobility. It's also about e-commerce. We have a solution in Romania. I don't know if you know about it. It's called Poșta Panduri. There are boxes which can be opened through a code. In Timisoara, we have them, I think, at Oșan. And you can have parcels delivered to those boxes. There is in neighboring Hungary a very successful startup called Foxpost. It enables also peer-to-peer sendings, parcels. I mean, if I want to send a parcel to somebody in Szeged, I just go to the box through the app, I pay something, and they will receive the parcel in Szeged at a similar box. This all technology was started in Estonia by SmartPost some 15 years ago. And it's heavily adopted by DHL under the name Packstation. Of course, also Amazon has such boxes in metro stations. Another very interesting platform is for smart locks. It's from almost neighboring Austria, in Graz, a startup called Nuki. You can pronounce it Nuki. We have it in our office. It's about security. We use it to lock and unlock offices in our building. And you could do many similar things because Bluetooth is more and more used as a key. So what's important if you go to a hackathon and want to do a new application? I think it's very important to use some ready available components. Wherever you do something in the shared economy, you have to move more money among persons, clients, users, hosts. And for that, it's important to know their identity. And there are good RegTech solutions. Also, Revolut uses one. We will try to use Onfido. You should check them out. They can verify if a person has a valid ID, stuff like that. If you are going to take money from many users and give to some hosts, like we do in parking, I mean, we take money from 100,000 people and we give to 50 cities, you can use some platforms. Stripe is the best. Unfortunately, it's not active in Romania yet, but you can make workarounds. When it comes to connecting devices to the cloud, don't invent anything because there are very good solutions on the market. we currently use Amazon IoT Core. And if you plan to interconnect your platform to other IT systems, don't discover anything new. There are many solutions available. We favor a lot if this, then that, Zapier, and we didn't experiment yet, but I think Amazon Alexa is a very safe solution. Regarding telematics, I think a lot of people in Romania love BMW. There is a extra reason to love BMW, because BMW just opened up a platform where you can make use of telematic data. I don't know if I have time. There is a short movie about BMW telematic platform. I mean, anybody can build an application based on telematic data BMW offers. Of course, you have to have the acceptance of the car driver to have that data. Regarding parking, there are many platforms, but Parkopedia is is the best known platform. It has information, maybe not so good in Romania, about all parking sites, about the prices there, also the size of the parking. Okay, so I won't show the movie about BMW. That's it.